paano nyo ba natuntun itong si Tak Hoy Lau? Matagal na po bang minamanmanan ng NBI itong alleged spy na ito?
Simula noong April 24 of this year, we got an information, we received an information that itong cooperating witness namin ay personally observed the loading onto a vehicle of what appears to be itong machine, no? And sabi niya, kaya nagpapasalamat kami sa media at public information agencies. Ang sabi niya sa amin, sir, yung dating mga nahuli ng NBI ay mukhang may nakita ako na ganun nila lagay sa sakyan. And he called the NBI and received the information. We immediately informed the director, Judge Jaime Santiago, and sabi niya, tutukan niyo yan, huwag niyong papabayaan, gawing maayos yung trabaho at kahit na sabi, Sabado Linggo, ay sundan niyo. So we did a cartailing operations and we used our own equipment to try to make sure na merong signal na nagagaling doon sa vehicle. Kaya nagpapasalamat kami because of the public awareness doon sa mga dating operations namin na na-broadcast ito, napanood sa TV, ay nagkaroon ng idea yung ating mga mamamayan. Ito yung nag-joke at sinubaybayan ng NBI, pati yung pagpalit-palit ng tawag dito, yung tirahan. Hindi nagpalit ito ng tao, nagpalit ng tirahan. It was really a challenge doing the cartailing operation, especially in Metro Manila, in the NCR.
Attorney Lavin, pag-alaman nyo na ba, kailan siya pumasok sa bansa? Kailan pa nandito sa Pilipinas? Itong si Tak Hoy Lau.
Around that time lang, April 24, itong particular na tao, dumating ito April 24.
Galing pong saang
Contract
parte?
nila dun sa,
Which part
ang
of
contract
China
nila
po?
dun sa Macau ang kanyang place of residence, Macau.
Sir, how cooperative is this Tak Hoy Lau sa inyong initial questioning? Nabasa po namin na hindi po siya nag-i-English masyado. So, wala po bang available translator na pwedeng makuha para talagang malaman kung yung kanyang identity?
At the time of the arrest, we provided a translator para makuha namin yung detalye niya, yung kanyang personal details. At napag-alaman namin na very limited. Limited yes or no yung kanyang English facility. Ngunit during the entire operation, meron silang ginagamit na translator and he would show this to the driver of the vehicle, pati yung ruta nila, pati yung conversations. May translator silang app. That's how we trace also, because the driver, we engaged the driver was telling us that whenever he would board the vehicle, walang signal yung kanyang mobile gadget. So, malamang kinakain ito nung IMSI catcher. And the only time we could communicate with the driver, nung nagkakaroon lang siya ng break time for meal or would go to a restroom or would smoke kasi smoker itong driver.
Attorney Lavin, pa-confirm lang po kung na-figure out nyo na kung first time lang ba niya pumunta sa Pilipinas or kumbaga nakapunta na siya dito at bumalik lang?
From our questioning, he would not answer. That's why we communicated with the Immigration Bureau at hiningi namin yung travel history but hindi pa sila nag-reply.
Huh?
But yung passport niya mukhang ito lang yung tatak.
Okay.
Attorney, gusto ko lang matanong sa inyo, no, na parang sa panahon ngayon na AI na po, artificial intelligence, madaling mag-hack naman ng may mga hackers dyan or may mga drones na para pong medyo sinauna na to ba, would you say, itong ginagawa nitong alleged spy na ito?
Yung tungkol doon sa equipment nila, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Hindi ho ba parang very...
Yeah. Yung equipment nila, this is capable si ISSI ito capture. Ito yung naghuhuli ng data traffic dun sa international mobile subscribers identity na nandun sa ating SIM card. No? So lahat ng mobile gadget na naka-on or actively in operation within the range of 3-kilometer radius, habang naka-on yung kanyang machine, ay makukuha niya yung information or messaging. Kaya ito yung capability ng kanyang equipment.
Ano po yung makukuha exactly, Attorney Lavid, no? Kunwari,
Na-check nyo na ba yung mga...
before, yung mga nahuli dati na may
Oo nga.
IMSI catcher din. Kasi kung baka naman spammer lang sila, baka, di ba, ang dami rin ganon, or scammer, or spammer.
Well, the different data na nakukuha, ito ay sinasubmit namin sa data analytics. No?
Okay.
Kasi yung ibang data, we check. Halimbawa, may bangko ako, the bank would communicate with us. No? Ito yung balance mo, ito yung transaction mo. And there is an override that all of a sudden in the same account na or number na nagtitext yung bank, sinasabi doon na meron kang balance or points to expire, and for you to avail of that, you have to click a link. Once you click that link, higop na lahat yung data
So,
mo.
kumbaga,
They
inaagaw
will be
niya
able
yung...
to include into your... So ito yung depende sa nakukuha nilang data, they would categorize the data. Some of these are used for scamming purposes. Some maybe of mas valuable sa kanila, especially the data ang tinitingnan namin dito na nakuha nila galing sa dinaanan nilang government infrastructure or services, government offices or agencies.
Pero sir, ano yung mga indicators that would suggest that this is a targeted surveillance, so instead of just a random case of cybercrime? Kasi hindi po ba medyo weird na itong suspect, on display yung kanyang mga equipment dun sa kotse, wala man lang attempt to, to be incognito, to hide it properly, kung espiya po talaga siya?
No, yung espionage dito aspect, when they obtain data affecting our national interest, at dinadaanan nila dito yung Villamor Air Base, dinaanan nila dito yung US Embassy, in the past, dinaanan nila yung ating naval stations, dinaanan nila yung ating seaport, other government agencies like in this particular case, Supreme Court, Department of Justice, and COMELEC, BIR. So dito kami worried. The other data na makakalap nila at the traffic or at that nakuha nila sa data traffic within the range, baka gagamitin nila ito or ginagamit nila sa scamming or other purposes. But when they sift through the data, maaring gamitin nila itong ibang data na nakuha sa government agencies for other purposes.
So, Attorney, I guess, just to simplify it all, no, it's also possible na hindi talaga siya spy. It's also possible na, yun nga, cybercriminal siya, fraudster, scammer.
It's very possible. It's very possible na they're just obtaining or illegally accessing data, and hindi pa namin clearly ma-establish whether they are selling this data o kung sino yung end user nila kasi nilalabas nila ito. Ang klaro sa amin dito, pinapunta siya dito to take over the operations of a machine.
Alright,
And
but
hanggang supposedly hanggang May 14 lang siya dito, something like that.
pero attorney, di ba
Okay,
sabi
well.
nyo, you've subjected the previous machines that were confiscated to data analysis. Anong nakita doon po?
Hindi nakita doon yung nakunan yung ating vital information tungkol doon sa ating water assets, yung ating naval assets. May nakita doon na map, may technical term silang ginagamit, yung parang terrain. We're still doing some data analysis kasi ang ginagawa namin yung preliminary lang for purposes lang na madala namin sa portal. But the voluminous content is being subjected to cyber forensic examination.
All right, we thank you for your time. NBI spokesperson Ferdinand Lavin